Welcome back, guys. This video will be really special, and hope you hear out what I have to say first before we get into the video. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone that has commented on my previous videos. I am a bit busy lately, so I just can't, reply to everyone, but I always read them. I got Google Plus on my phone as well, so I can read it if I have some more time, while I'm sitting or waiting at the gas station or anything like that. Second, we are going to jump actually in Google Earth this time, and I've been at this for 2 years. I've discovered 2 years ago that there are ginormous cities on Mars, and it's populated all over the place. I mean, not saying that it's populated right now, but there are giant cities. It was populated for sure at some point. Now, because it is so crazy and it's so hard, you have so many factors that it can go wrong with, for example, the processing, the stitching of images and everything like that. So, as you might or might not know, I know a lot about IT. You got practically every certificate on every area. I've been programming for at least 5-6 years full time now. I've got guys that do the design stuff, but I've had an extensive study on graphical processes and everything. At first, I thought I was crazy, and I started to, relearning, getting my old books again, just starting to learn what could cause this. I'm absolutely convinced that there's like giant cities on Mars. Why am I so convinced? Right, here we got an area here on Google Earth. Now we'll go in and enhance everything, and you'll just see it a lot better. Now, of course, you're on the Olympus sky. That's the way we roll. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I hope you have confidence in me as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask anytime. Now, I want you to pay attention here. We got a 90-degree angle here. We got some kind of rectangular weird shape here. Look at this. Definitely like a building. All these weird straight lines. So obviously you'll be thinking, well, that's just Google Earth, that's how they stitch and, how they take the images, and some areas are just not that clear and everything. That was my problem before actually putting this stuff out. Now, Mr. Daniel Strickland, I would like to thank you a lot. He's actually busy, really busy guy on Google Earth there, sending me tons of images. His name's here. He really has a lot of images there, doing his own research, which I really want you to do as well. If you're watching this video, I always want my viewers to go and self-research, for look at it for themselves. All right. So you see all those weird lines, and that's my problem. Maybe it's some kind of graphical process, but I'm brainstorming for at least a couple of years, and I can't find anything that creates this out of nothing. There are certain factors that can produce something that looks like it, but alright, let's jump into it. So here we have the original image. We'll zoom a ton here. We'll be zooming a lot in there. Alright, so here's the 90-degree angle I was talking about. Zoomed in a bit too much here. And now definitely you'd say, you know what? These are all structures. Alright, Christian, what have you been doing? Of course, you have enhanced the image. Doesn't that amplify what is going on in the image? No, it doesn't. If you have an analytical eye, no matter what you're doing to the image, it is there. So now let's go back to the original image. And let's jump over back to the enhanced image. Now we've got the coordinates here. You might want to pause right here for the coordinates if you want to verify it for yourself. I always enjoy giving you official links, some means to go investigate what I'm telling you for yourself. Now the thing here is that even the shadows correspond to those 90-degree angular shapes we are seeing here. If you look at this is definitely like a rectangle, 90-degree going down, 90-degree going to the left, 90-degree going down. I can go on and on. Now here's the funny part. You can see here clearly by the shadow that it is a rectangular shape. Now alright, I'm going to turn it off. This is the original one. We'll look in Google Earth. See? It's right here. And even the shadows here are, you know, corresponding to what we're finding here. Now look at it. It's absolutely madness. And, you know, it's right in your face. And I know you'd probably be on Google if you know what, whatever, just look at another region, it's not that sharp and everything. And, you know, I really do invite you to look at those blurry areas. Now, Chris from the Mars Anomalous channel has showed this before as well. If you haven't seen this, listen up. Only 10 seconds video and just listen closely what he says.
Environments, and it is possible that some of those might preserve organic carbon. Yeah, this high-rise camera is incredibly valuable because you can see this table from orbit. And so that means we could come up with accurate models in advance of arriving there and drive them across.
Alright, so he just admitted, a NASA official, that you can take pictures of Mars and actually make a picture of a table. And that table was, by the way, really small. It was like a coffee table. And yeah, you know, it's ridiculous what we're getting either way. You have an official here that has admitted that they can do a lot better job than what they are doing now. It's utterly ridiculous. So, alright, I think we've practically covered this. I'll dare you. There will be another image here. Anomalies in here, so we'll get into anomalies as well. I just want to demonstrate you how crazy this stuff is. Alright. You know what? Let me know what you think about this in the comments. If you have any knowledge on this, then let me know. If you have any ideas or what it could be, or I'm really positive that is a city village structures. Alright, randomize. Come on, do it. Alright, we're randomizing the area here. I hope we're not back at the same area. Alright, let's zoom somewhere in. Let's see what we can find. Not much going on around here. There is something going on for sure, but it's not what we're looking for. Right, let's leave the randomized thing. I actually did that 3-4 times off camera and I stumbled upon another village. So you're not everywhere. There's definitely weird shapes all over the place, but let me see. Let me see if we can find another area here. I need one of those weird areas. Alright. You know what? Let's pick this area. I think I'm seeing, you know, straight line here. Going to the right, going up. Looks splendid. Alright. Save this image. And I'll put it in. Alright, hold on here. I know. Frustrating. Put it in Chris. Alright. Documents, Chris. Save, please. Alright. Alright, we'll do that. Documents, Chris here. Alright, we got the image. So we'll get to that image here. That's really interesting image here. Right, now I'll do this live for you. I hope you can see it. You can see those lines, you know, 90-degree angles connected to each other, going like crazy things going on. No words for it, seriously. It's been a while since I've said that. Alright, we're going to do this. Actually, alright, let's add some contrast here. Let's see how it will work out. Boom, in your face. And this is what I'm talking about. Now, you can see it in the original image as well. See, follow this line here. It's like a 90-degree angle going to the left, 90-degree angle here. Sharpen it up. What do we get? Well, clearly these looks like structures. What? Oh, zooming in all the time. I'm so used to zooming in. You can see it's going like this, to the right, going up. Here we have a 90-degree angle here, going to the right, going to this, connected to this weird, you know, multiple level building structures. There's actually multiple level structures here. I'm absolutely convinced. Here you can see, you know, a square here. Let's throw it out. See, it's still there. And this one, you know, looks baffling as well. Now, if you want to analyze this for yourself, you know, pause the video at any moment. Pause it right now if you want to take a look at the original one, and pause it right now if you want to look at the enhanced one. So, like I said, let me know if you can help me out with any background information on what the processes are, you know, what's going on there. You know, let me know. I hope I've convinced you that I've really put some time into that. And let's jump into the anomaly thing here. Now, I've already enhanced this one off camera, and I had to do quite a lot of steps here because there's a lot of going on there. At first, you know, you'd be like, look at all these lines here. That's because, you know, the orbiter is passing through, and you know it makes everything like elongated. That thing has been built not to do that. That's like the worst mistake that you can do. Alright, so I was really, you know, suspicious about this image. And let's go, boom. Now this took me quite a while to get it this clear. And let's zoom in into a really nice area here. Where shall we start? Now there, as you can see, there's like shadows to these lines, everything. It hasn't been created because, you know, there was a flyby by the orbiter, and that's why there's so many interesting, you know, areas here. Right, let's zoom in. This is what I really found quite funny, you know. It's like an entrance going underground. At first there was this, is this a railing or something? Maybe it's kind of broken here. Then you see kind of this line going over the railing thing. Like it makes a turn. Now like a really artificial turn going this way. No idea what's going on there. And as you can see, this is not because, you know, because of the flyby, because of the orbiter was flying by at such a speed, and that's why everything looks elongated. These are actual lines, things going on here. I've analyzed it properly enough. You know, it almost looks like a tube here. I think I'll post this on my image page on Google+. So if you don't follow me yet on Google+, do follow me. And be sure to subscribe and leave thumbs up so other people can see that there's a growing force here. It's really important to do that. And it's really, and I appreciate every thumb up there and every comment. Especially now, I need your comments this time in this video. Let me know what you see, let me know what you think. If you can help me out here with your own, you know, expertise. You know, it depends on what you're doing. Not everyone actually studied graphical processes, but that has been years and years ago for me. Now look at this, 3 straight lines, 1, 2, 3. Now think of this like a 3-dimensional structure, because it does go up, you know. It does go up, and it's kind of, you know, like a weird circular thing here. Here we have a line, something's going inside this weird thing, almost maybe a stair. Going to here. Now I'm just throwing some words here because I cannot describe what we're seeing here. And you know, you can always refer to a stair, and when I say stair, you know, stair goes up, so it broadens your perspective, because you just have to do that. Things are just you know, 3-dimensional what we're seeing here. And look, and it almost looks like some kind of structure here. Something's going on. I can vaguely see like a 90-degree angle here. And we'll see if I can sharpen this up. There's definitely something going on there. See this kind of line here, and then it makes a turn here. Very interesting. Now it's really hard to make something out of these lines. I must say so. It's not the easiest thing to describe here or to find something. But I believe that there was something really interesting going on in this area. Now here I see something interesting as well. Look at this kind of arch thing. Almost like an entrance or something going down there. See like a line here, and then like a path to inside, whatever that is. It could as well be rock or a rocky formation. But I just really want to demonstrate to you that we have to change our perspectives and views on what we're seeing, even on Google Earth. And this is really radical what we're seeing here. radical changes. I think, you know, that these are structures. When you take a real close look here, something's going on. Like I said, I'll just post this image on my Google Plus image page, and I thank you a lot, Daniel Strickland. That was his find. You know, this area. I haven't found skull or anything, but it doesn't matter. But we can all agree that there's something in the image. So if a person sees a flying unicorn, I'm fine with that. But someone says that to me, I'll be like, well, we won't be finding unicorns, but I think more about the shape, or why do you see that? Because this to me looks like structures. You have a line here, going like this. Let's see. And it really does look like some kind of area of structures here. So let me zoom in here. Anyway, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Give thumbs up. Follow me on Google Plus. Do that. And thank you very much for listening. I am quite angry at the way the things are going. You know. I mean, this is just amazing. Isn't there anyone out there that's like saying, hey, we have found like ginormous structures here and we can't deny it, and these shapes aren't created out of thin air? And programs just don't make stuff like this. Whew. Anyways, if you want to learn more about images, check out my video called Rubbish Quality, Image Quality. It's highly recommended. I'm explaining there about JPEG degradation, the bandwidth that the rover has. I'm explaining there, demonstrating a piece of code, how important it is to send data in its entirety, that there are protocols there guarding it, and everything else. So thank you very much. And this channel really is focused on you know, learning. I really want to convey some information from my head, my experiences back to you guys, and I hope that you will be actually researching stuff for yourself and using some of the information you've learned on my channel. Now I'll be giving out some tutorials soon, which will be standard by default in the description, so you can replicate anytime what I'm doing here. If you do want to, you know, learn on what I'm doing here, go to this video halfway through. I show the like step-by-step thing how to enhance images. Thank you very much for listening. Once more, have a good day, have a good weekend, and everything else. I always wish you the best, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for listening. Welcome back, guys. This video will be really special, and hope you hear out what I have to say first before we get into the video. First of all, I would like to thank everyone that has commented on my previous videos. I am a bit busy lately, so I just can't, you know, reply to everyone, but I always read them. I got Google Plus on my phone as well, so I can read it if I have some more time, you know, while I'm sitting or waiting at the gas station or anything like that. Second, you know, we are going to jump actually in Google Earth this time, and I've been at this for 2 years. I've discovered 2 years ago, had an extensive study on graphical processes and everything. At first, you know, I thought I was crazy, and I started to, you know, relearning, getting my old books again, just starting to learn what could cause this. I'm absolutely convinced that there's like giant cities on Mars. Why am I so convinced? Right, here we got an area here on Google Earth. Now we'll go in and enhance everything, and you'll just see it a lot better. Now, of course, you're on the Olympus sky. That's the way we roll. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I hope you have confidence in me as well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask anytime. Now, he really has a lot of images there, doing his own research, which I really want you to do as well. If you're watching this video, I always want my viewers to go and self-research, for, you know, look at it for themselves. All right. So you see all those weird lines, and you know, that's my problem. Maybe it's some kind of graphical process, but I'm brainstorming for at least a couple of years, and I can't find anything that creates this out of nothing. There are certain, you know, factors that can produce something that looks like it, But alright, let's jump into it. So here we have the rig. I want you to pay attention here. We got a 90-degree angle here. We got some kind of, rectangular weird shape here. Look at this. Definitely like, like a building. All these weird straight lines. So obviously you'll be thinking, well, that's just Google Earth, That's how they stitch and, how they take the images, and some areas are just not that clear and everything. That was my problem before actually putting this stuff out. Now, Mr. Daniel Strickland, I would like to thank you a lot. He's actually busy, really busy guy on Google Earth there, sending me tons of images. His name's here. He got there are ginormous cities on Mars, and it's populated all over the place. I mean, not saying that it's populated right now, but there are giant cities. It was populated for sure at some point. Now, because it is so crazy and it's so hard, you have so many factors that it can go wrong with, for example, the processing, the stitching of images and everything like that. So, as you might or might not know, I know a lot about IT. You got practically every certificate on every area. I've been programming for at least 5-6 years full time now. I got guys that do the design stuff, but I've had